Welcome to the CompTIA A+ Prepcast presented by baremetalcyber.com. Windows operating systems are released in different editions, each designed to meet the needs of a specific audience. These editions vary in the features they support, the tools they provide, and the environments in which they are intended to operate. Some are designed for home users, others for business professionals, and still others for large enterprise environments. Understanding the capabilities and limitations of each edition is frequently tested on the certification and is essential for recommending or supporting the correct version in any support scenario. Windows Home Edition is intended for general consumers and includes only the features required for everyday computing. It supports tasks like browsing the internet, checking email, using productivity applications, and managing photos or media. It does not include many of the enterprise-grade tools used in business settings. You will commonly find Home Edition installed on retail laptops and desktops purchased by individual users. Its feature set is optimized for ease of use and simplicity rather than central management or advanced configuration. Features available in Windows Home include the Microsoft Edge browser, the Cortana voice assistant, and the built-in Windows security application. It also provides access to the Microsoft Store for downloading apps and supports automatic system updates using Windows Update. Basic personalization features such as themes and desktop configuration are available. However, it does not include Group Policy Editor, BitLocker encryption, or advanced remote access tools. These limitations make it unsuitable for most business or enterprise use cases. Windows Pro Edition is designed for small businesses, independent professionals, and IT-managed environments. It includes all the features found in Home Edition and adds tools for system control, security, and network configuration. Windows Pro supports domain join, BitLocker encryption, and Hyper-V for virtualization. It also allows access to remote desktop, group policy configuration, and other administrative tools used by technicians and system administrators to manage multiple devices efficiently. When comparing Windows Home to Windows Pro, the key differences center around security, remote access, and manageability. Windows Pro allows full access to group policy, enabling technicians to enforce settings across users and devices. BitLocker encryption is available to protect data in case of theft or loss. Remote Desktop allows users to access their systems from another location, which is useful for remote work and off-site support. Windows Home lacks all of these capabilities, making it suitable only for simple or non-managed environments. Windows Enterprise Edition is built on the foundation of Windows Pro, but is designed for large organizations with complex needs. It includes all Pro features and adds additional controls for application management, device security, and deployment. Enterprise is not available as a retail product and can only be obtained through a volume licensing agreement. It is meant for organizations that manage hundreds or thousands of devices and require centralized policy enforcement, remote provisioning, and enhanced auditing tools. Enterprise-exclusive features include AppLocker, which restricts which programs users can run, and DirectAccess, which allows users to securely connect to a company network without using a traditional virtual private network. Other features include Windows To Go, which allows Windows to run from a portable device, and Credential Guard, which protects login credentials using virtualization-based security. These tools are not available in Home or Pro editions and are specifically designed for large-scale, tightly controlled environments. Windows Education Edition is very similar to Enterprise and shares most of its features. The main difference is in the licensing model, which is tailored for schools, colleges, and academic institutions. Education Edition supports the same centralized controls and security tools found in Enterprise, but is distributed under academic agreements. These licenses often include additional controls designed for classroom environments, such as exam lockdown modes and software management tools for educational labs. Licensing methods differ across editions. Windows Home and Windows Pro are available as retail products or pre-installed on systems using original equipment manufacturer licensing, which is often referred to as OEM. Enterprise and education are not sold to individuals but are distributed through volume licensing. Some upgrade paths allow in-place conversion from one edition to another, but others may require a clean installation. Understanding the licensing limitations and installation rules is necessary for both the exam and support scenarios. For more cyber-related content and books, please check out cyberauthor.me. Also, there are other prepcasts on cybersecurity and more at baremetalcyber.com. Upgrade paths between editions are important for technicians to understand. Moving from Windows Home to Windows Pro can be done through an in-place upgrade using a valid license key. This allows the user to keep their files and settings while gaining access to advanced features. However, moving from either Home or Pro to Enterprise typically requires reinstallation and must follow the organization's volume licensing process. Not all licenses permit upgrades, so technicians must verify licensing channels and system eligibility before proceeding with an edition change. Some editions place restrictions on domain functionality. Windows Home cannot join an Active Directory domain and does not support tools like Group Policy Objects, also known as GPOs. These tools are only available in Pro, Enterprise, and Education editions. Business environments rely on domain join for central authentication and user management. If a user needs to connect to an organizational network or apply company-wide security policies, Windows Pro or a higher edition is required. This limitation frequently appears in scenario-based exam questions. Support expectations vary based on the edition. Home users typically rely on Microsoft's online documentation, user forums, or automated troubleshooting tools. They do not have access to centralized IT support or partner services. Windows Pro users may be supported by internal technicians or contracted support providers. Enterprise customers often receive direct assistance from Microsoft through enterprise support channels. Technicians must understand these support differences when evaluating a problem or recommending a solution for a specific environment. Windows editions are available across a range of device types. Windows Home and Pro can be found on laptops, desktops, tablets, and convertible devices. Enterprise is generally reserved for devices owned and managed by organizations. In some cases, licensing is tied directly to the hardware through digital entitlement. In others, activation requires a product key or volume license server. Selecting the correct edition depends on the intended use, available support, and how the system will be maintained over time. A scenario question may ask you to choose the correct edition for a user's needs. For example, a small office that requires remote desktop functionality and full disk encryption would need Windows Pro. A school district looking to manage hundreds of classroom machines would choose Windows Education for centralized management. A home user browsing the web and watching media without any need for enterprise tools should stay with Windows Home. Identifying the right edition for each case is a key certification skill. Administrative tools vary widely across editions. Only Pro, Enterprise, and Education editions support Group Policy Editor, BitLocker encryption, and the Hyper-V virtualization platform. These tools are not available in Home Edition, which limits what users and technicians can configure. Understanding which features are available only in Pro or higher is critical. The exam may ask you which tool can solve a problem, and you must match the tool's availability to the edition currently installed on the system. Mobile Device Management, or MDM, is another enterprise capability not supported in Home Edition. Pro and Enterprise editions allow devices to be joined to Azure Active Directory and managed using MDM platforms. This includes pushing security policies, managing software updates, and performing remote wipes. These features are essential in enterprise and bring-your-own-device environments. Home systems do not support these management features and must be managed locally by the user. The certification often includes questions that ask you to match features to editions. You may be asked which edition supports BitLocker, which can join a domain, or how to upgrade a Home Edition system to Pro. These questions are based on common real-world support scenarios. A technician must be able to identify what a user's system is capable of and what limitations they might face. Understanding the matrix of features across editions is not optional. It is a core part of operating system support knowledge. To review, Windows Home is designed for basic computing needs without enterprise tools. Windows Pro adds features required for business environments, such as domain join, group policy support, encryption, and remote access. Windows Enterprise offers the most advanced controls and deployment capabilities, but it is only available through volume licensing. Windows Education shares enterprise features but is licensed for academic institutions. Each edition serves a specific role and is supported through different licensing and service models. Being able to differentiate between editions allows technicians to select the right solution, support the right tools, and guide users accurately. This includes understanding licensing paths, upgrade options, and support expectations. The exam includes performance-based and scenario questions that challenge you to match edition features with real tasks. Memorizing the feature differences is helpful, but understanding how those features are used in practice is what makes the knowledge actionable. Mastery of Windows editions directly supports real-world troubleshooting and system configuration. Thank you for listening. Please visit baremetalcyber.com for more cybersecurity information, podcasts, books, and more.